to your life at Taco Tierra.
Your Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast: partly sunny today, high 78. 80% chance for showers tonight, low 65. A 60% chance tomorrow, high 82. Scattered showers on Sunday, on Monday, and on Tuesday, with the highs each day in the in the low to mid 80s. Overnight low was 58. Yesterday's high 73. Currently, humidity at 90%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.03. Right now, partly sunny. We've got 64 at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Mark
I
Turner.
got a surprise last night.
You did telling you that.
Well,
I'm Mike Dreeth, by the way, and Tom will be joining us.
I want to thank whoever dropped off the quarantine care package on my back.
Does this involve alcohol?
Yeah, there was
some alcohol.
Yeah,
there is.
there was
Okay,
a
fine.
But there was.
Well, you never know when there's not going to be a snake come up and bite you.
Well, that's true.
And you need
there
that
was
alcohol.
There was, there were a few items in there, and some crackers, and I just really appreciate it. I'm not sure who it came from. It was just a surprise, but
that's very nice.
I will be passing it along.
You're going to pass it forward.
You're going
to do something
along,
like it.
I'll be,
that's nice.
yeah, I'll be playing it forward. So.
Good morning. Tom Levine's here.
Good morning.
But thank you, whoever
Yeah.
did that. It made our evening.
Well, I have to tell you, I had this interesting thing happen. Education is an interesting thing, especially now when you have this pandemic going on, and you're forcing parents to have to teach their kids and do stuff online. And I found this feature.
By the way, there'll be a school district that will be getting my bill before long, because I had to teach one of the grandkids.
Probably taught him how to use your survival kit. Look at this. This is what Grandpa does.
I taught him how to make me a
this is what Grandpa
kit.
does when he's depressed. Watch him drink this bottle here.
That's how you clip the thorns off the rose.
Yeah. Anyway, so this news station finds a music teacher who has uniquely dealt with the pandemic and teaching online. I'll leave it at that.
As much of the world continues on in isolation, people working from home, they're trying to figure out things to do with their family, things to figure out how to pass the time. Yeah. Lindsay and Kels, a lot of teachers have been going online, and coaches trying to help out their students and their athletes. This one teacher in particular, music teacher, I thought was phenomenal. Not only did she pick up an instrument and decide to help out her student and spread some joy, but she wrote a song, and as inspiration, she was going to share what she's been going through and how it makes her feel while she is in isolation. Have a look.
Hey, so as some of you guys might know, I'm a music teacher, and I found that one of the best ways that I can process the whole transition to online learning and teaching is to write a song. So I wrote a song. I'd like to share that with you guys now. Here we go.
There you go.
That about sums it up. It sure does.
That's fantastic.
Special Grammy Awards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like she hit a home run there.
Oh, yeah.
With a
She
song.
did. Yep.
By the way,
It's number one with a bullet.
could I just bring up a topic that I find just fascinating? Just fascinating. In a former life, I was an educator.
Right.
And to that end, I had undergone just a great deal of education, culminating in, a title.
And you're now wearing overalls.
How do you like my overalls?
I do.
Are these your
Tom?
Sunday go-to-meeting overalls, or
these are the
these
ones
your
I'm gonna-
everydays?
I'm going out to work at the cabin later on this
Okay.
afternoon.
Anyway.
These are my new overalls. Anyway, everybody...
So anyway,
So on my blog, which is the commentary that's put in the script for the commentary, I never changed the fact that it said Dr. Mike Dreeth. Okay. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. I have a doctorate, okay?
Okay.
But I got this complaint this morning, and I've got them on a regular basis. Please take the DR off because you don't know anything when it comes to the medical aspects of COVID-19 vis-a-vis shutting down the baseball and softball season. So, and most people in Wayne County, this is what really made me mad. Most people in Wayne County would just assume by seeing that DR that you're a medical doctor. No, most people in Wayne County wouldn't. Okay?
Yeah.
They knew
Most
me as
people in Wayne County are smarter than that.
most people in Wayne County remember when I was the president of the college.
Yeah.
And that's the title that went along with it. Anyway,
right. And it was after he left Fairfield that he became a medical doctor.
And so
he was in the trenches.
And so I'll be taking appointments. You know, if you have got a bad leg, come on out here to the radio station. I'm going to say, how does it hurt? Well, it hurts when I bend it. Well, then don't bend it.
That'd be $50.
That's right. Tomorrow's a big food day.
Oh, is it ever?
It's a big food day because they're going to have
pork burgers are back.
Matt County Pork Burger is going to be at the Save-A-Lot building. I think it's going to start at like 9:30, but you better get there probably in the first hour and a half.
I think so.
And it's also Corn Dog Day.
When I was a boy, I walked into the store. I think they call it the 7-Eleven. I saw something underneath the glass. It looked just like manna, straight from heaven. I asked the clerk behind the counter what was in it. Said it's just one of life's little mysteries. But I knew my love for corn dogs was surely destiny. I say corn dogs, they are so good to me. Corn dogs, they are so good to me. Good when they're hot, good when they're cold, good when they're fresh, good when they're old. Corn dogs, they are so good to me. Here we go.
Yes, absolutely. So it's going to be Corn Dog Day tomorrow.
It's Corn Dog.
Jan
No,
and
it's
Dee?
today.
It's today?
Starts today.
Starts today.
He's going to be
Corn
right
Dog
up there
Weekend.
on the courthouse square.
They're on the courthouse square right now.
I like my corn dog slathered in mustard. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Are you a mustard guy?
Yeah, I'm a mustard guy.
I'm a
corn
ketchup
dog.
guy.
A ketchup guy.
Ketchup.
Wow. Well, just let me tell you, as a doctor, that's not good for you.
Ketchup on corn dogs?
Full of
Yeah, it's
antioxidants.
That's
Ketchup
right.
is.
Not really.
And you know what?
Full of salt and
And-
sugar. That's what it is.
It can cure your diarrhea if you have any.
Throw in a piece of cheese.
We found that out
There
earlier
you
this
go.
week.
Piece of cheese will help you. All right. I have something in my hand right here. Well, I'm going to tell you. I think I see this as sort of as an ag jumpsuit. You know what I mean? What I got on. Don't you, Tom?
Yeah.
It's my new overalls. I got them from Kincaid's. Thank you. You can't do that kind of a note in overalls. I'm just going to tell you. These are keys.
Yeah, you gotta have some pants that are a little tight on there to do that.
These are keys.
Yeah.
Got myself.
What
I
are
got
they
some
key- what are
room
they
in
key
front.
to?
Yeah.
Pardon?
What are they key to?
They're the key to my happiness.
Okay.
I don't have to be pulling my pants up when I'm out in the
No, you be pulling
sticks. No, this is great.
You
I got my.
need to walk around like this.
I got my kind of like stirrups right here,
Yeah.
over my shoulder.
Those are straps, man.
Those are handles. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're lovely, and I think they make a statement, don't you?
Yeah.
All right,
You know what
birthdays.
you know what the best saying that goes along with overalls are, don't you?
Tell me.
Easy access, baby.
I don't know if I want to go there.
So, anyway, in the bucket of bunk today.
Birthdays today. Richard Benjamin. Do you remember Richard Benjamin?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was in a number of movies. He's 82 today. He starred in such well-known films as Goodbye Columbus, also Catch-22. He's also in Westworld and a science fiction thriller, the Sunshine Boys, written by Neil Simon. He was in that as well.
Probably best known for his Westworld appearance.
Okay.
He's also in a movie called, I think, Hotel Transylvania.
Yes, I think you're right. He was in that.
Yeah.
Richard Benjamin. Anyway, he was also in The Money Pit. He was Made in America with Whoopi Goldberg. He was in that. The Money Pit. He was in that with Tom Hanks. He graduated from Northwestern up there in Chicago, where he was invited to be involved in plays. He met his future wife, Paula Prentice, also an actress. They married back in '61. They have 2 kids. Guess what those kids are? They're actors, yes. Ross Benjamin and Prentice Benjamin are both actors. Bernie Taupin is 70 today. Best known for his
lyrics.
He's the lyrics. He's the words
Yeah.
to Elton John's songs, almost all of them.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking about almost 100 songs. He's worked with other songwriters, including Alice Cooper, but he...
None as much
No,
success as with Elton John.
They really do put it together. He's been married 4 times, Bernie Taupin, 4 times, divorced 3. Moved to Southern California from England in the mid-1970s, and he actually became an American citizen in 1990. Naomi Campbell is 50 years old today.
She's throwing a fit because of that, too.
I bet.
Not happy.
Discovered at the age of 15. She quickly established herself as one of the most recognizable and in-demand models in the late 1980s and 90s. She was one of 6 models of her generation declared supermodels.
Yeah, don't forget Volatile.
Oh, I've got that down here.
Okay.
Don't worry, I've got this right
We're going to
here.
get to the volatile part.
Volatile's coming. In the spring of 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic going on, Campbell began her own web series on YouTube, just like us. It's called No Filter with Naomi. Her first guest was Cindy Crawford, one of those 6 supermodels that we talked about back in the day.
Was there a fight breakout or anything?
There was no fight.
Okay.
Naomi Campbell has been convicted of assault on 4 different occasions after she was accused 11 times of committing acts of violence against employees, associates, and other individuals between 1998 and 2009. Naomi has an anger issue.
Mm-hmm. Then they upped her
You
meds and
think?
she was fine.
I'm sure they did. In 93, she was engaged to YouTube bassist Adam Clayton. They met in February of that year. After Clayton, when asked in an interview if there was anything in the world he desired to do, and he said, have a date with Naomi Campbell, and she made it possible. She heard about it. There you go. That's pretty much what Rick did. Right?
That's true.
Yeah, he used this airwaves to do the same thing. By the way, she had to go into rehab in 99. 5-year cocaine addiction.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
how she kept slim. The Ginny Crank diet. I'm sorry, that's terrible. That's terrible. Doctors shouldn't do that.
No,
You know what I mean?
they shouldn't. I mean,
That's against my canon of ethics. May 22nd, 1841, Henry Kennedy received a patent for the first reclining chair. Thank you, Henry. I've got 3 reclining chairs in my life, and I love each one of them.
And one of them's on his porch at the cabin.
No, that's just a rocking chair. 1849, Abraham Lincoln received a patent for the floating dry dock. That was good.
Abraham Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln, 12, 13 years before he was president. Huh. The creator of Sherlock Holmes on this date in 1859 was born, that being Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Mm-hmm.
1906, the Wright brothers received a patent for their flying machine. 1955, a scheduled dance to be headlined by Fats Domino, canceled by police in Bridgeport, Connecticut, because they were afraid that rock and roll dancing might break out.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That leads to...
Yeah. There's probably going to be some illegal touching if that happens.
Yep.
Jack Benny in 1955 did his last live radio network broadcast. In 1967, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood premiered on PBS.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
In sports news, 1985, Pete Rose passed Hank Aaron as the National League run scoring leader with 2,108. Rose has unbelievable stats all the way around. Mm-hmm. In music news, it's just not even music news. Johnny Carson's last show after 30 years on this date in 1992. I was watching that, weren't you?
Were you?
Yeah, I remember watching that.
I did. Here's one, 1958. Guess what Jerry Lee Lewis did?
Married his cousin.
13-year-old Myra, betrothed to the killer. All right, our question just blew up. It exploded. I mean, we're talking about almost 600 votes.
Wow.
Unbelievable. The Carnaby Square question of the day, of course, you know, Carnaby Square is the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield. Mm-hmm. The question was, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker announced Tuesday he won't allow children to play summer team sports, including Little League baseball and softball, during the upcoming summer. Do you agree? Oh, my goodness. Did we have a lot of people?
600 votes.
Woof. We'll get into the details and maybe a few comments from our listeners as you come back and join us on Morning Coffee.
And remember, he's not an actual doctor. He just plays one on radio.
John's Butcher Block in downtown Fairfield remains committed to their community. They will continue to open their doors for you as long as they can during this coronavirus outbreak. It is business as usual. Thank you for supporting them as they support you. Hashtag, we are all in this together. John's Butcher Block accepts cash, check, and all major credit cards and link card. They are located across from the Fairfield City Hall.
As a financial advisor, I'm well versed in the best practices of financial planning. But as a local, I'm familiar with the same unique challenges you face every day. I know the importance of not only understanding your goals, but also you, as an individual, as a business owner, and as a family. Hi, I'm Luke Carl with F&B Asset Management, and I'm proud to be working in my hometown, investing back into the community that contributed to my success. And I'm committed to helping you with yours. Call us at 842-2109 today. F&B Asset Management, helping you realize your financial goals.
Your responses to the 2020 census are safe, secure, and protected by federal law. Your answers can only be used to produce statistics, which help determine federal funding for things like food assistance, healthcare services, and Pell Grants. They cannot be used against you by any government agency or court in any way. The U.S. Census Bureau asked about race and ethnicity in the census, but it does not collect information about religious affiliation. Learn more at 2020census.gov. This message is brought to you by the Wayne County Health Department.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when the House Judiciary Committee said yes, President Nixon should be impeached? The Supreme Court ordered the president to hand over his Watergate tapes. Charlton Heston appeared on the first of the CBS Bicentennial Minutes. Chris Evert and her then fiancé Jimmy Connors both won titles at Wimbledon. We said adios to Argentine President Juan Perón and to former Chief Justice Earl Warren. Meanwhile, the new music sounded like this.
Please come to Boston. Don't let the sun go down on you and me against the world. Tell me something good. I love you. Wild thing, hang on in there, baby. The night Chicago died. Grab me gently. Show is up sitting here. Because I love working at the car wash blue.
Those songs were big winners when they hit the air, but when did they? The answer and a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
At Sprint, we understand saving money for your family is now more important than ever. That's why we're offering our best unlimited deal. Switch and get 4 lines of unlimited for just $100 a month. That's right, 4 lines for $100. Plus, the plan includes Hulu, 500 megabytes of mobile hotspot, DVD quality streaming, and more. If that's not enough, we're throwing in 4 Samsung Galaxy phones on us. And now, Sprint customers enjoy access to a
July 1974. Feel like making love.
Roberta Flack and Feel Like Making Love, the top song of July 1974. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
During this troubling time, we at the CRHBC Fairfield Community Health Center, along with the CRHBC Albion Community Health Center, want you to know that we are open and ready to serve you. To keep patients safe and healthy, our clinic is making every effort to see well patients in the morning and sick patients in the afternoon. Are you unable to come in? Not a problem. We can offer virtual visits by telephone or through our telehealth network. Call us today at 1-800-408-7351.
Rothrock Auction will have an online-only auction for Runyon Nursery in Olney. Bidding will run through May 28th at 7 p.m. An open house will be held on Tuesday, May 26th from 4 to 6 p.m. with social distancing required. Go to rothrockauction.com and follow the link for bidding and to view items. There will be greenhouses, landscaping items, trucks, trailer tractors, office, lawn, and miscellaneous items up for bid. Visit rothrockauction.com for complete sale bill.
We're back on Morning Coffee, and we're having a fine time here on a Friday. Looking forward to the weekend, looking forward to corn dogs and pork burgers, and sort of a slow return back to normal life, wouldn't you say?
I would think so.
And if you'd like to join us, I'd like for you to call BR549, okay? That was a great line. That was a great line. I got a text from Odie. Junior Sample lives, just because I got on my bib overalls today. Mm-hmm. If you're on YouTube, you can tell that. The question of the day, the Carnaby Square question of the day, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker announced Tuesday he would not allow children to play summer team sports, including Little League Baseball, softball, during the upcoming summer. Do you agree? Now, of course, it didn't take long for the Fairfield Little League and softball to fold for the summer. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So we had 569 votes. We probably had more since I looked at this at about 6:30. 569 votes. Almost 4,000 people looked at this question, and 85% of them said no. They do not agree with the governor on this one.
Well, I'm with that majority there.
Yes.
488 no's, 81 yeses.
Especially since we found out today that Illinois construction workers are going to his Wisconsin home and working on it.
And he did a miserable job trying to explain that. He did. I watched the press conference yesterday. He had a number of problems yesterday.
Don't people tell you that fresh air and exercise is good for kids?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he said Tuesday.
It's good for anybody.
Well, here's what happened. On Tuesday, he said, no, we're not going to do baseball and softball, okay? Then yesterday, he tried to parse that statement by saying that he's working with health officials, and if we can do it so that there's only 10 people there, it's okay with me. Come on. He probably had his butler play for him. They probably paid for his manservant to play shortstop, or his dad bought the team.
Dad coached the team so it could be on the team.
Anyway, sir, there's 9 on a team. You throw in a coach, that's half the game.
Yeah.
You got to come up with a way to be able to, and parents can show up. I mean, I can sit in left field. I don't have to sit next to somebody.
I've got a way for it to happen.
Go ahead.
All right. Each team only has 3 players and a coach. Okay? So there's 4 people. 4 people on the other team. That's 8 people. You have ghost runners like you used to do when you didn't have enough kids when you were little to play.
Well, it's pretty easy to hit home run if you only got 2 people in the field.
Yeah. Then you have, umpires.
Then you regulate. You got to.
Well, they'd have to both play infield.
Then you regulate that. Okay, if you hit the left field, you're out.
Oh, that's stupid. I'm sorry. That's the way we used to play Sandlot.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's come to.
Ugh. All right. Well, we've had a lot of comments. No, I don't agree with it, Troy said. The only thing this has done is slow the spread of the virus. Masks will not stop it. Quarantine won't stop it. It's unfortunate that lives will be lost, but you can't stop a virus from doing what it's going to do.
Well, let me argue that point just a little bit.
Go ahead.
Okay. Quarantine can stop it.
Yes.
But you have to put everyone in the nation in quarantine for such and such amount of time. Everyone in the nation.
If your kids,
and they don't get to touch, they don't talk or touch to anybody.
If your kids are really good at something like baseball or softball, you're looking at Indiana right now.
Yeah.
You're looking to get them over there so that they don't miss a season.
And by the way, I'm just joking about that quarantining everybody because you can't do it.
Well, I'm a doctor, and I know that you can't do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Renee says kids need to build up an immune system. I think that's
there you go.
pretty
Let 'em
good
outside,
point.
Get them some fresh air and exercise.
Turner says, and it's not you, kids just can't be kids anymore. Life must go on, for crying out loud. Liz says, when did fresh air and exercise become a health hazard? I mean, there's a lot of angry folks here. Tommy says he's torn. On one side, I want kids to go out onto the courts and the fields. On the other end, I don't want to look back if something tragic happens and think it could have been prevented. Err on the side of caution, always. So Tommy's he hasn't gotten angry about this.
Yeah, but by the same token, do you not go hiking at the Garden of Gods because there's this off chance that you might fall
might
off?
be.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Do you not go to Six Flags and ride the roller coaster, or Holiday World when it opens, ride the roller coaster because you might fall out?
Angela says, and I'm gonna
paraphrase.
This is bull hockey.
Amen, sister.
My son lives to play baseball, and it's the only thing that motivates him to do good in school. Plus, do we want kids active or sitting in their house playing video games? I personally love watching him play the game.
Mm-hmm.
I can go on for a half an hour on this.
Yeah.
I don't need to. Corey said there could be vandalism and other problems with nothing to do for kids.
Well, yeah. I mean, what's the first thing you do when you didn't have anything to do as a kid?
Got in trouble.
You got in trouble. Somebody figured out some reason.
Let me tell you somebody who never strikes out.
Always hits a home run.
His name's Brian Reitnauer, and he's the main proprietor of Reitnauer Heating and Air Conditioning, the local authority in geothermal. And he'd like to be able to look at your HVAC system if you need some work done, maybe a little preventance before the air conditioning season kicks in. If you have an old furnace or air conditioning, it might not be terribly efficient. He'd love to come over and take a look and give you an assessment of the whole thing. Brian Reitnauer, if you call him, we'd really appreciate if you said, I heard about you all this morning on Morning Coffee. We'd love that. Let me give you his phone number, 618-214-2593. He did some work for Ken Odie, and Ken's very happy with it.
Mm-hmm. You betcha. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Good morning, guys.
Oh, it's Dave, Brother Dave Rigg. How you doing, Brother Dave?
I'm doing great. Couple of things. First of all, I mean to make some corrections, but also you guys have been talking about if there are sports this fall, that there might not be anybody there. In other words, there wouldn't be any fans.
Right.
That would be an unusual experience. When I was a freshman on the boys basketball team, very few people came to the freshman games, and it was a weird experience because it was so silent in there you could hear the squeaking of the shoes on the floor. But along those lines, if that happens, you guys have been talking about webcasting the Mules football games. I would also recommend that you guys consider, if there are no fans, that you webcast the girls' volleyball games, because you're going to have another good volleyball team there in Fairfield this year, and I think the fan interest would be great.
I got to tell you,
I plan on. Go ahead.
We're talking right after this show. Mark Turner's joining some of our folks in marketing to be able to talk exactly about what we're going to do, and that's all on the table, Dave.
Yeah, because I'm going to be webcasting the football games and the girls' volleyball games in Edwards County if there are games played. Okay. All right, couple of corrections. I told you about I scored 3 touchdowns against Fairfield.
Yes,
okay?
and that was what? That was an 8th grade game?
No.
Which basketball game was that?
It was a freshman game.
It was a freshman game.
Were the players on Fairfield's team freshmen, or were they still in JFL?
No. Now, I was not a running back. I was a wide receiver. And not only did I catch 3 touchdown passes, but I caught 5 other long gainer. I shredded the Fairfield defensive secondary. I'm here to tell you.
Did you guys have helmets then?
Yes, we had helmets.
Okay, well, it's good to know because it sounds to me like you might have got dinged a little bit.
All right, second correction. Tanya's house is not 4 hours away. It's only an hour and a half. She lives in Linton, Indiana, and so it's not going to be that big a deal, going back.
She's so close right now. So close.
Right. In fact, she's listening right now, I'm sure. Now, also on the crane...
You could be there by lunch, my friend.
Well, yeah, I could. No, I can't because of the pandemic. But anyway, the Crane Naval
Why
Base,
not?
There are no ships for me to pee on, okay?
All right. Let me just stop.
It's shrubbery shaped like a ship, right?
Huh?
It's shrubbery shaped like a ship.
Bring me a shrubbery.
No, I don't know. It's a land-based naval base, so there are no ships there. Okay.
All right. Okay. But you got to worry about sailors.
Is there a lake?
No, I don't think there probably is a lake there.
Come on, it's the Navy. There's got to be some form of water.
Why would you put a Navy base in the middle of? It's sort of like saying what. Remember, George Goebel said yesterday. He was in the Army in Oklahoma, and the Japanese never got past Tulsa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that.
Here's the thing.
You know, Dave. To solve your bathroom needs when you go up there, you can fill up a tub full of water.
Well, I could, yeah. But Tommy says I'm going to get a tour of the Crane Naval Base when I go up there. But
well, that's the way to start a relationship.
Yeah.
Now, listen to me. I want to talk to you about something. You're going to do a highly controversial sermon on Sunday. I just want to make sure we understand things. Will this be based on Luke 20?
I didn't catch what you said there.
I said, will this be based on Luke 20?
No, not Luke 20.
Not about the Christ talking about when you get to heaven, it doesn't really matter. We don't have husbands and wives when we go to heaven.
No, because you asked me earlier. You asked the question earlier on the air. Why would Brother Dave preach a sermon on that? Well, because that same question was posed to Jesus on one time,
right?
And he had to answer that. And so,
Luke 20.
No, it's in Matthew 22.
All right. Okay.
Luke has got it. So anyway, I can tell you this, Mike. You be sure to listen to it, and I think you will like the answer that I give to your wondering how it's going to turn out.
Well, here it is, Dave.
Squared ring, because
you're turned off.
You're turned off. Your microphone is.
Right. I am.
I would just say this. This can go two ways, Dave, on Sunday morning. Yeah. When you're talking about who we recognize as our wife or wives, plural, in heaven. Yeah. It goes one way. You've lost me, buddy. It goes another. I'm okay. All right? All right, so that's coming up on Sunday. What's it? 9:05, right?
I'm just going to say this, Mike. If it turns out the one that you hope won't be there, if she is...
she can be there. Problem. I don't care if she's there. I don't care if she's there. She's just not living in my house. All right? Thank you very much. That's Brother Dave. Brother Dave on 9:05, Gospel Preaching, right? Facebook.
Yep.
He's already.
That's right. Okay. Thank you very much. What do you got over there, bud?
Well, Kellogg's has a new cereal.
Like something with cornflakes?
Well, with Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes?
Yep. Frosted Flakes.
Mashups is the new name of it.
And what's it have?
A combination of Frosted Flakes and Fruit Loops.
Oh, why would you do that?
I don't know, but...
I mean, you got two good products.
Probably you don't have enough sugar in your life.
You and I would be flopping on the floor, Tom. Isn't that... Here's a good one. Here's a good one right here. You remember the name Lorena Bobbitt?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Unique name, Bobbitt. Yep. Probably tells us a story about her life.
Yes, it does.
Back in 1993, she and her husband, John Wayne Bobbitt,
27 years ago,
got themselves in a little bit of a... I don't know. Maybe. Here's what happened. Lorena Bobbitt took an unflattering picture of John while he was sleeping on the porch of his cabin. Okay.
But he was missing something.
This is all going to come out. This is all going to come out in the Lifetime film. It's called I Was Lorena Bobbitt. That's the name of the movie. But people don't understand that it started when John was asleep on the front porch.
Right.
And an unflattering picture went
Took
out
a picture.
on social media. Yes.
And she did what she did. Then she took another picture and she says, "Can you spot the difference?"
So they go to bed that night, and let me see if I can find a way to say this. John
lost a vital piece of hardware.
John was not all there when he woke up, and he woke up in
got
pain. He woke up in pain. Anyway, I don't know if you remember that, but
I do.
Do you? Yeah.
Oh, we remember. I remember it.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I thought that the interesting part of that was that as she left, she threw that thing out into a field. And police...
From her car.
Yes. She was driving away. She threw it into the weeds outside of her car. Police actually found it. They stuffed it in a Big Bite hot dog box. You think I'm making this up? It was bunless. And they took it to a 7-Eleven where they packed it nice. Then they took it to the hospital where John, who was a former Marine, by the way, and Semper Fi, okay?
Yeah.
And they reattached that thing in a 10-hour surgery. Now, you're telling me, Mike, we knew that story. We heard that story 30 years ago.
I hadn't heard the details.
Now, you didn't know the details of
I
that?
didn't know the hot dog box in the 7-Eleven.
Ice. You know?
Why?
And by the way, I need some ice, and I need one of those squishies over there. That's what the cop said. The blue squishy.
I need a big gulp.
Yeah. So anyway, how do you make this? I'm looking both of you right in the eye. How do you make this into a Lifetime film? Was it at Christmas time? Is it like, I'm going to give you a gift? This is
Could be Halloween.
Yeah.
Because that's a scary story.
I would see it more likely on what's the other channel? The one where they fix up houses all the time. Which one is that?
HGTV.
She might.
History Channel probably.
No.
DIY.
DIY. I mean, she used a power
Because she did it herself.
She did it herself, and she used some sort of power equipment, I'm sure.
The Health Network.
I'm a doctor, you know.
But I do tonight.
I can just see that case coming into the emergency room. Oh, we got a problem. Sure hope somebody's got a hot dog box around here.
Just a hodgepodge of trivia this morning.
You got some trivia.
I do have some trivia. Hodgepodge.
You're talking about potpourri.
Yep.
Potpourri.
A little bit of everything on this edition.
Any John Bobbitt in the?
I do not have.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't want to go there.
Okay.
Number one.
I think we've gone there quite enough,
What
don't you?
famous document begins with the line, "When in the course of human events"?
Okay. I better write these down.
Number two. What current branch of the U.S. military was a corps of only 50 soldiers when World War I broke out?
50 soldiers.
50
okay,
soldiers.
I think
Okay.
I have an idea on that.
All righty. Number three, what game of chance was created by French mathematician Blaise Pascal, which he discovered when doing experiments into perpetual motion?
This is a game?
Uh-huh. Game of chance.
A game of chance.
Yep. Played a lot of casinos. Number four, which president was shot while walking to California Governor Jerry Brown's office?
Say it again?
Which president was shot while walking to California Governor Jerry Brown's office?
All right, I know that.
Okay, got it.
Number five, who won his second Oscar for the role of Raymond in the movie Rain Man?
Got it.
Number 6, in 1983, what Dallas Cowboys running back had a 99-yard run from scrimmage that put him in the NFL football record books?
Know it. Watched it. Saw it.
Number 7, what 20th century conflict was dubbed the Forgotten War?
What's the year again?
What 20th century
20th
conflict
century.
was dubbed the Forgotten War? All right. Number 8. What single name is more commonly applied to Holy Roman Emperor Charles the Great?
Chucky?
What was it?
Okay. One word name.
I don't know.
Okay. Holy Roman Emperor Charles the Great.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All righty. All right. Number 9. Who was the last president of the Soviet Union?
The last president
Of the Soviet Union.
of the Soviet
Of the USSR.
Union.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Back in the USSR.
Number 10. What Texan ended up with one delegate after spending $12 million of his own money running for president in 1980?
Got it.
Good. We're good.
There you go.
I think we're good.
Got it.
We're going to have some things to talk about, too. So why don't you sit back and listen to Jimi Hendrix and come back with us.
And remember, he's not the doctor, but he plays one on radio.
That's right here in Bibbs.
Complete HVAC is concerned about your indoor air quality, so they are offering for a limited time a high-efficiency media filter cabinet, $120 value free of charge when you purchase a Carrier Complete system, furnace with AC or heat pump. The filter has an exceptionally large surface area which traps airborne pollutants and irritants regardless of the season and provides a cleaner, fresher air. Turn to the experts at Complete HVAC, your Carrier dealer in Albion. Call Stu or Sam at 618-445-3329 today for a free estimate.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Wishes for your future in a world that's changing fast. Do play and laugh. Do win and lose. Do it all with confidence, kindness, and strength. And always do your best to remember that no matter what you do in this life, what matters to me is that you keep doing. Inspire kids to do at 4h.org.
Carnaby is taking appointments or allowing 3 customers in at a time. Your safety is important to the Carnaby girls. New multiples and Charlie B have arrived. Stream Carnaby's Facebook page or check out their window. At Carnaby, they love personally assisting you. Curb, ship, or by appointment. Call 842-7318 for a one-on-one shopping experience. We're all in this together. Don't forget to join Christy on Facebook for Walkthrough Wednesday, live at 9:30 a.m. Stay safe and be smart.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet in Mount Vernon has all your flooring needs. They have a large selection in stock and always give great service. Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet certificates are available on the Big Deal Store.
Uniquely Rustique would like to thank all of their customers for their continued support. They are covered up with Memorial Day flowers. Stop by for ready-made arrangements or get flowers and supplies to make your own. All cards are 45 cents each. Now is the perfect time to send cards to the special people in your life. They are open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 3. Curbside pickup and delivery available. Call 842-3544. Shop Uniquely Rustique for a truly unique shopping experience.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't want to make a trip to the bank? With free mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone and deposit it into your account anytime, from anywhere, all with PNB To Go mobile banking. Deposits are as easy as tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Hey, if you live or work in White County, I've got some really exciting news for you. This is Dr. Jessica Cook, physical therapist with Joiner Therapy Services. We now offer pelvic health physical therapy in Carmi, which gives you the choice to receive your treatments locally. Pelvic health issues such as accidental bowel and bladder leakage and pain in the pelvic region can be a nuisance you no longer have to live with. I can provide one-on-one, confidential care in a professional setting with no need for embarrassment. Call us today at 382-2771. Joiner Therapy Services. A healthier you starts here.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Does your financial future depend on the performance of a single investment? In any type of market, allocating your investments among a variety of assets may help minimize risk. I understand the importance of asset allocation and can design a diversified portfolio based on your risk profile to help you attain your goals. For details, call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855. That's 842-7855. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast. Partly sunny today, high 78. 80% chance for showers tonight, low 65. 60% chance tomorrow, high 82. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, scattered showers each day with the highs in the mid to upper 80s each day. Overnight low 58. Yesterday's high was 73. Currently, humidity at 85%. Winds are relatively calm and the pressure at 30.03. Right now, we've got partly cloudy skies, 66 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good this morning. No precipitation showing up anywhere in the area. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group.
Back on Morning Coffee. Getting ready for a big weekend here in
By the way,
Fairfield.
You might try this after the show's done. I've heard that it's hilarious if you ask Siri,
yes,
with the Alexa. You ask your Alexa how much does J.B. Pritzker weigh?
Does it actually say it?
I hear the answer is 800 pounds.
No, I don't believe that. Siri does that.
Or is it
Alexa?
Alexa does it.
Alexa.
Oh, in my office, I have
Alexa.
Yeah.
How much does
J.B. Pritzker
All right.
weigh?
All
All
right.
right.
Your trivia. What famous document begins with the words, when in the course of human events?
It becomes necessary for.
This is the Constitution, right?
It is not the Constitution.
Oh, no. Is it the Declaration of Independence?
Declaration.
Oh, I get
Yes,
those
sir.
confused. I'm sorry.
All right.
You know, I've put my life in medicine.
Yeah.
And so I don't do good on the history stuff. You know what I mean?
Number two, which current branch of the U.S. military was a corps of only 50 soldiers when World War I
I would
broke
say
out?
that's the Air Corps, wouldn't you, Tom?
USMC?
Oh, no.
Air Force.
Air Force,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is the Air Force.
And they stayed in the Army until past
After
World War II.
Yeah, they were the U.S. Army Air Corps. All right, number three, which game of chance was created by French mathematician Blaise Pascal, which he discovered when doing experiments into perpetual motion?
Roulette.
The roulette wheel.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
There we go. Number four, what president was shot while walking to California Governor Jerry Brown's office?
Ford.
I think it's Jerry Ford.
Jerry Ford, yes, sir.
Wasn't that Squeaky Fromm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
She
so.
was one of the Manson
Manson
girls.
girls.
Yeah. I don't know. Squeaky be in her 60s or 70s.
I don't think she's alive anymore.
No,
You don't?
I think she.
I was just thinking, if this thing doesn't work out with Dave on this other woman, she'd be perfect
Yeah,
for
I
him.
think so. Number five, who won his second Oscar for the role of Raymond in the movie Rain Man?
Dustin Hoffman.
Yes, sir.
That was a good movie.
That is. 1983, what Cowboys 99-yard run from scrimmage put him in the NFL football record books?
That's Tony Dorsett.
Who?
Tony
Oh,
Dorsett.
Twenty Dorsett.
Well, I've got a little bit of
It's
a
the grog, isn't it?
fat tongue this morning. Tony Dorsett
All right.
played at Pittsburgh.
Yes, he
was
did.
a Pitt running back
Won the Heisman Trophy, I think.
and one of the great running backs in the history of the Dallas Cowboys.
You betcha.
Squeaky's still with us.
Is Squeaky still with us?
Squeaky is.
Is she married?
No, she's in prison.
She's still
Life sentence.
It's a life sentence?
Yeah.
Well, how close you could get conjugal visits, couldn't you? I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, if she were in Illinois, she could get out early.
She'd be out.
She might be out because of the coronavirus.
All right, number 7.
Squeaky, you're free.
Number 7, what 20th
Head
century
to Bone Gap.
conflict was dubbed the Forgotten War?
I'm going to say Korean.
I'm going to say Grenada.
The Korean War.
Korean.
Despite 54,246 U.S. deaths.
The Grenada thing was Reagan.
Yeah.
And he was just going in to be able to protect and take some medical students off Grenada. I don't think that thing lasted more than 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Like an hour.
Yeah.
It's an hour and a half.
Quick.
It lasted. It didn't last as long as the movie.
There's a movie about Grenada?
Yeah.
I missed that.
What's his name?
What's his name? Was
That
in
guy was in it.
Yeah,
Clint Eastwood's in it.
Oh, okay.
Clint Eastwood is in it. So, can't remember the name of it, but
I'm looking
there was
outside.
a movie about the conflict in Grenada.
All right, well.
All right, number 8. What single name is more commonly known or applied to Holy Roman Emperor Charles the Great?
I'm going to say, what, Caesar?
No.
Pius?
Charlemagne.
I know nothing about Charlemagne. I think it's in.
It's hard to get at the store right now.
I think it's a Steely Dan song, though.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Number 9. Who was the last president of the USSR?
That would have to be Gorbachev.
Gorbachev.
Yeah.
Gorbachev.
Yeah, Gorbachev. Mikhail Gorbachev.
He had the little splotch on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like he spilled something up there.
And his wife was named Raisin. Or
Yes.
Razia.
Reza.
Reza.
And she couldn't get along with Nancy
Anybody.
Reagan.
She can get along with anybody. And number 10, what Texan ended up with
She's the one that did that to his head, by the way.
Yeah.
Reza.
She
Come here,
knocked him on the head.
Mikhail.
Yeah. Number 10, what Texan ended up with one delegate after spending $12 million of his own money running for president in 1980?
I tell you what, we got to lift up the hood and get in there and see how this works. Get to fixing it. Ross Perot.
Ross Perot.
It is not Ross Perot.
No.
It is not Ross
John Connolly.
Really? John Connolly was also shot.
Yeah.
He was in the car with JFK and got shot with the magic bullet, if you'll remember.
Yep.
It turned and went into his arm.
Yep.
I didn't realize, I forgot that he had been
Yeah.
a Republican. At that time, he was a Democratic governor of Texas. And he ran for Republican as a Nixon Republican.
Yep.
But I was going to guess Ross Perot, too.
Okay.
Of course, Ross Perot, one of the great guys. He
One of those millionaires.
I loved it. He had an old saying about education in Texas. He said, if you show me a principal at a high school, I'll show you a former losing football coach.
Hey, don't forget pork burgers tomorrow
Yes.
on the Save a Lot parking lot.
And Carn Dogs.
And Carn Dogs.
Today and tomorrow.
In downtown Fairfield.
Aren't we lucky to be in this town? Aren't we lucky?
Yeah, baby.
All right. You have a good weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday. Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. Visit Boyd Mattress Center and take a rest test. 20 models on display. 895-3000.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Michigan's Attorney General calls President Trump a petulant child and says she'll speak with Ford executives about letting him violate state order by not wearing a mask during a plant visit.
The president said he did wear one while touring the facility, but removed it because he didn't want reporters to have the pleasure of seeing it.
I had goggles and a mask.
In late-night tweets, the president blasted the attorney general, calling her a wacky do-nothing who should not take out her anger on Ford, or the company could leave the state.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. A shooting at a base in Corpus Christi, Texas, has called terrorism related by the FBI.
The AP identifying the gunman as Adam Salim El